Hello and welcome or welcome back. Today we're just going to be playing some more Killing Floor 2 and just talking about stuff. So, yeah, I'll stop rambling and we'll get right into it. Thank you all for chilling, by the way, as always. I don't know if you guys have ever played, I just saw Zed. Okay, they're there. And they're poisoned. Okay, so the swamps are poisoned or what? That's kind of cool, actually. Have you guys ever played, either of the Metro games? Or no, there's three of them, right? Yeah. Have you ever played eight? I played and beat the first two. I remember I got them free on Epic a while back, and then I got them again free on Steam. I'd rather have them on Steam. I never really thought about them before that. I was like, that's pretty cool. If I started playing them, I'm like, I actually fucking dig these games. I don't play them how you're supposed to play them. You know, like, oh my god, yeah, the swamp is poisonous. Cool. I like that touch. I don't play those games how you're supposed to play them. I do half stealth or like kind of half stealth and then loud. Yeah. Nobody survives. I get the bad ending. Anyway, I watched a movie last night that I haven't seen since like it came out, which is really awesome. I totally even forgot about it. Have you guys ever heard of the movie Mr. Brooks with Kevin Costner as a serial killer and Dane Cook is in it? It came out in 2007, so it makes sense that Dane Cook is in it. Look at that. I should have just let him go for him. It's a pretty good one. Kevin Costner as a serial killer is it's unique, definitely. Because I don't know how often. I mean, I'm not a Costner aficionado, right? Yeah, the movie's pretty good. Like, I know it starts off and it's just him at, like, I think it's like an awards thing or like something like honoring him because he owns a very successful factory that makes boxes. You know, they'll make like I think they showed him his stutter. They showed him talking to Japanese business owners about like a sake box, you know, like he makes stuff like that, you know. He designed your Pop Tarts box, you know. But it's good. Like he's just a normal guy, right? He's just like a stoic normal guy, right? But he's got a demon. Like if you've ever seen Dexter or something like that, like it's not so much. I guess it's not really that. Like the only thing similar is they see somebody, right? I guess in Dexter, it's like the person he's seeing is more or less just keeping him straight, you know, like his dad, or I think in the new ones it's his sister. I didn't see the new ones, but you know, it's just like you remember kill the people that deserve it, or whatever is Dexter, you know. But in this one, it's like you know he's just like another part of him. He's somebody that he only sees, he talks to in his head, you know, and it's pretty. It's just a good dynamic. I like the actors too. I can't remember the guy's name that plays his dark passenger. You know what I mean? I can't remember, but you'd know him if you saw him. It's pretty good. I'll just keep saying that and not explain why it's pretty good. Hold on. Ah, you dildo. Yeah, and real quick, finishing a thought from earlier that I don't think I finished. I could have, but like, yeah, I don't remember Kevin Costner ever doing a film like this. But if he did, and I just don't know, then drop it. Let me know. I might watch it because I like Costner, like in general. Woo! But anyway, yeah, he plays a guy that's you know he has a family, a wife and daughter. He's seemingly normal, right? I kind of already gave you a backdrop on what he does or whatever. He's got money, you know, doesn't act like it. But anyway, he's a killer known as, at least for right now, or the thumbprint killer. And he kills couples and then, you know, poses them. And the reason why he's the thumbprint killer is because he takes like their blood and dips their thumb in it and, you know, puts their thumbprints next to each other. In this case, it was on a like lampshade, but I'm sure that there's like, you know, other things that they don't talk about. And by the way, there's only like if you like these movies, but you don't like gore or whatever. There's not much of that. Like he kills, let's see. In total, there's like 5 or 6 people I think that get killed, but you only see like 3 of them. So like it's not about the killing so much as it is about like the psychology and the story. Ooh, but there's a line later in the movie. I say that he's a thumbprint killer now. But there's a line later where he says, "I'm the thumbprint killer now, but before." I'm paraphrasing, but before I used to kill many different kinds of people in many different ways or something like that. So it's like, I guess it's open ended too. Like you could use your imagination. Was he like Zodiac, right? Was he a killer that wasn't caught, like in real life, right? Like kind of thing. I think that's kind of fun to mess with that idea. But he gets the urge again. You know, he gets the hunger. He needs to kill again. He hasn't killed in a couple of years. He's trying not to kill. But he ends up stalking this couple these dancers, you know, and he goes to their apartment one night, you know, and it's really cool how he does it. Like he's very organized. He has like he has clothing that he uses, and he's got like a kiln and because he does like pottery and shit. So he has like for one, it's like a nice little workshop area that he can have to himself, and then he can also get rid of the evidence with the kiln. So he has clothes and all, like, you know, he'll burn all the clothes. He takes photos after the fact because he poses the couples. And, sick shit. Because he plays an actual, like, broken person. There's at one point where he's squatting naked looking at the pictures and, like, rocking back and forth like you would see, like, a fucking psychopath do. And it works because it's fucking Costner. It's weird. But anyway, he breaks into that couple's apartment one night when they're, being intimate, to say the very least. And how he kills is he takes a silenced pistol and he puts a bag and a zip tie over it, like around his wrist, the zip tie around his wrist, so it catches the casings. The first time I saw that when I was younger, I was like, that's pretty cool, because this is 2007, right? I was like 17 years old when I first saw this movie, so it's just like, wow, that's actually kind of creative. When, in reality, it's just very obvious. But anyway. He steps out of the shadows as they're banging, you know what I mean? And then he caps them one time each in their head. And Costner I think he does a good job at the whole crazy man thing. Because he what is it? He revels in it, right? He gets off on it, They even say it that way. He gets off on it, it's nothing too deep. He's just a crazy guy. He's sick, and he knows he's sick. And this was supposed to be his last kill, but guess what? They like to bang with their blinds open. I'm sure none of you were wondering, well, where does Dane Cook come in? Well, since the blinds were open and they like to bang with the blinds open, he was an amateur photographer, like literally, that saw the whole thing, that saw Kevin Costner murk these people, and now he's not going to go to the cops, or at least seemingly so, right? But he wants Mr. Brooks to take him with him when he kills somebody next time. That's the whole thing. He felt it exhilarating when he was watching him do his thing, to the people, and yeah, like he enjoyed it. So that's what the whole thing is about. Like he wanted to be out, right? Costner wanted to clean up and just stop killing for his family and himself, and he knows it's wrong, and the whole moral thing. And Dane Cook's just like, nope, you're gonna take me on you're gonna take me on your next kill. And it's pretty good, like how it works. Like he just like shows him his process of like how he picks his victim or whatever, like he gets to know him and he has to get excited about it and all this other shit, But like they're doing it, obviously, because if he doesn't, Dane Cook's just gonna go to the cops. That's the whole thing. So, and it's funny because he has this whole like whatever. I'm just gonna say dark passenger because I don't know, it's the easiest way to say it. That guy's, he's pretty funny the whole time, like with his wisecracks. He's like, why don't we just kill the fucking kid and all this yada yada yada. Yeah, and the whole time also you got Demi Moore, who's a really good detective, looking for him, and there's this whole like side story with her like tracking him for years and never cracking the case of the thumbprint killer. She's that person. I think she overacts a little bit in the movie, but I like Demi Moore kind of. I mean, she's not the worst. She's been around a long time. She's charismatic. She's not bad looking. But there's a whole little side story with her and like a guy that she put away called the Hangman, going like he broke out of prison and she put him away and he wants her dead. So like there's a whole little thing with that like I don't know. I think that whole side story was there just to like establish her, which makes sense. But it just that was my least favorite part of the movie. I think that they put the least amount of thought into it, to tell the truth, and like it just felt kind of tacked on. But anyway, where was I? I know I don't have notes. I'm just like scanning my brain right now, which is so unreliable. All right, I'm gonna try and bang out. She's going through a divorce. The detective's going through a divorce, and her husband wants a lot of money because she has a lot of money. Well, you find out that he's banging his lawyer, and they're all like they're together. They're in on it, right? Trying to get the most that they can out of this bitch. But towards the end of the movie, like the kill that he ultimately takes Dane Cook on is the kill for the husband and the attorney, and it all seems kind of random, but it's not random. And so anyway, like Dane Cook is there, he pisses himself, and like he amps himself up to pull a gun on Mr. Brooks, and like that, and on the side, Mr. Brooks is thinking about letting him kill him because he's like he wants to just be dead and disappeared, right? He's just done with killing. Well, he finds out that his daughter is pregnant. So like at the very last second, he changes his mind and like tells him, he's just like, hey, I snuck into your house, I bent the firing pin on your gun, and if I were to have decided to go through with it, then I would have given you this gun here that he had on his side. Well, Dane Cook is shitting himself because he knows what's about to happen, and it's actually a really good scene. If you don't like Dane Cook, it might be satisfying. Where he gets his ass kicked with a shovel and then his throat cut with the same shovel. It's actually pretty gruesome, and good on Dane Cook for actually doing it. Like, it's actually not bad acting on his end. Like the guy's an insufferable douche, but I'll give him credit when he deserves it. He wasn't bad in this movie. But yeah, with his daughter. Well, his daughter was at college, and she came home randomly saying that I can't remember the reason why they thought that she was home, but like apparently like she's pregnant, and the guy that she's gonna be a single mom because she picked a bad guy. Well, they find out that there was a murder at her college, in her dorm or something, with somebody that she maybe have known. I can't really remember. They're kind of vague with shit. Well, the cops come to his house while she's there, right? Well, she came home from college, and to talk to her about it. And, like, you don't really hear her talk or anything. It's just, like, him analyzing her body language and everything and realizing that his daughter killed that person. That she has the same... I can't hit fucking anything. That she has the same demon he does. And he just wants to protect her now. Like, so what he ends up doing is he goes to her college, which is a ways away. And he's all like in different get-ups, disguises and shit like that, because he's really, smart like that. And he commits a murder in the same way. You don't see it. There's a couple of them that you don't see, but like it's not. This is like a murder movie that's not really about the murder so much as it is about the murderer. Yeah, but like, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's pretty good because, like, he reads her. Like, she doesn't really act any sort of way. Like, you could kind of see some little micro things of, like, the actress, like, probably being told of, like, you gotta be a little shifty. Kind of, it worked. She did a pretty good job with it. I think, like, the acting overall in that movie is really good. I think Costner does a really good job playing a fucking, like, psychopath. You kind of want to know more about him. Oh, yeah, there's this scene it's a good one. Of him, oh no. Holy shit, sirens are worse. There's this scene of him going to give his daughter a kiss while she's sleeping, or he thinks she's sleeping. And, he goes to give her a kiss, he leans down, she looks at him, gives him a dirty look, and stabs him in the neck, like in the jugular, and, or in a carotid artery, rather, and he's just bleeding out, and she's watching him like a fucking psychopath. It's pretty good. But that just ends up being like a nightmare he's having at the end of the movie of like because I think his like voice in his head, the guy in his head, was just like maybe she'll come after you and like so he kind of like planted a seed, and I think that's probably what that was supposed to be was him having like doubt that his daughter's gonna go crazy and kill him and or his wife. God, learn to fucking talk. All right, he might actually be a fucking bitch on this map. All right, let's go, King Fleshy. I'm just glad that it's not the matriarch, man. All right, I just gotta pick. Oh no! I was gonna say I gotta pick a fucking path to take him on, but oh no, this might actually be a bad map for this. Oh god. Oh man, you guys don't hear me shit in my pants right now. I can't lose against the King Flesh Pound solo. And I'm not going to. Suck it! Haha! Got your ass. This is my swamp, bitch! Well, if you stuck around this long, I really appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know. Have you seen Mr. Brooks? I don't know. It's a good one. I haven't seen it in so damn long, and it was just nice to see it pop up. I'm like, holy fuck, I forgot about that movie. I remember watching the hell out of it though. So I did remember everything, surprisingly enough, but I still enjoyed it just the same. So, but anyway, I'll stop ranting and rambling and let you get on with your day or night. If you would just please consider doing all the things that YouTube likes and that I appreciate very, very much. Thank you so much for hanging out. It really does mean the world to me. You have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one.